to move the data from silver layer to gold layer. But whenever we are moving the data from silver layer to gold layer, we will not move exactly all the data. So what we need to do, we have to remove that quarantine data. So if the flag quarantine is true, so we should not send that data, right? So here you can see. So we have created gold layer this transaction table. Okay, so we will be having, so the final output, I already told you what is the final output of this project. Creation of fact tables.
Flat table and dimension tables.
Yeah, so what is fact table and what is dimension table?
Uh, Fact table, it contains of primary keys of dimension table.
Yeah,
All
so fact,
numeric.
yeah, it will be having fact table will be having what kind of data? Numerical or measurable data. So meaningful data it will be having. Dimension table will be having these, I mean, descriptive description of those contents. Okay. So here you will be having department ID. Here you will be having department's data. So department ID we will be having here. So department data you will be having here. So department ID along with department name and data source you will be having here. Okay, so name, department name, we will be not having in the fact table. Okay, only numerical data like IDs and all you will be having. Here also you can see diagnosis, ICD code we have here. So ICD code we have here, but description and ICD type, all the descriptive part we will be having in the dimension table only. Fact table will be having the facts. It talks about the facts, whereas dimension table will be descriptive content. Okay, so here you can see, guys, we have one primary key, that is transaction table, right? This is fact transaction. So transaction ID is primary key here, and we have 4 foreign keys. So Gopi, what are these foreign keys? Foreign keys will be primary keys of other table. So which we used for common. This will be used for joining them. So if you want to join this patient's data with transaction data, we will be using patient ID. So we'll be using patient ID. This patient ID will be primary key here, but here it will be foreign key. Okay, so if you want to connect with patient department data, you have department ID here, but you don't know what is the department name. Okay, so if you want to join or if you want to write queries now, so you will be joining them on department ID only. Okay, so department ID is primary key here, but it will be foreign key in this table. Okay, so this fact table will be, having foreign keys. Okay, so what are those foreign keys? Foreign keys are nothing but dimension table primary keys. Okay, so this will be fact table will be at the center, and dimension table will be surrounded by this. Okay, yeah. So this table we are going to implement today. Okay, so what data analyst people will do, so they will write. So whenever you want to find, okay, so which the patient transaction ID we have, so who is the patient name, if you want, you will be joining with them. So if you want to know, so who is the provider, so given treatment to this patient, so you will be joining with this. So these all are you can do. Okay, so let me open now.
So the show is star schema.
Not star schema, not exactly. This is a snowflake schema.
Sorry, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to move the data from silver layer to gold layer. Okay. So whenever you are moving the data from silver layer to gold layer, first you need to create the database. Okay. So how to create database? Percentile SQL. Create database. If not exists, gold. Okay. So database or schema, both are same, guys. Schema, database, both are same. Okay, so we can delete this. Okay, later. Now what we will be doing under this gold layer. Okay, otherwise a gold database we will be creating tables. So which tables we are going to create? One fact table and other dimension table. One fact table and other dimension table we are going to create. Okay, so how we are creating? Let's see. So first I am creating all these columns. Okay. So these columns are from where? So the source will be to create these fact transactions in gold layer. What will be the source, guys? Which table we will be using to create this transaction table?
Transaction is a fact table.
It's okay, but we need to create this table in Gold Layer, right? So
Yeah.
which this is the target table in Gold Layer. What will be the source for this?
Dimension tables like gold.
No, dimension tables are different. Fact table is different. So to create this transaction table in Gold Layer, what will be the input from where this data will be
Silver.
stored? Yeah. So yes, silver dot transactions table will be input to this. So what will be the source? Source will be silver table. Silver table transactions data will be source to it. Okay. So in Gold Layer, we have created this table. Okay. So now you can see, so insert into gold dot fact transaction. Okay, so select T dot transaction. What is T gopi? T is nothing but what? So from which table we are creating? Silver dot transaction. So this silver dot transaction is big, so very long, right? So that's why we have given short name T. Okay, so we are inserting the data into this target table, gold dot fact transaction. So what will be the source? This will be the source. Silver dot transactions will be source. Okay, the short name is T. Okay, so now insert into gold dot fat transaction. What is the first column? So first column is transaction ID. What will be the value? Silver table transaction ID will be that value. So next one, here we need to have source transaction ID, right? So what will be the source transaction ID from silver layer? So everything from silver layer, encounter ID, patient ID. Okay, so and this one, what is the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth column? Fifth column is encounter ID, right? So provider ID. So this one is provider ID. How to create this provider ID? So we are concatenating. Okay, so okay, so what we are doing? So from provider ID, so we are concatenating hospital A and hospital B. Okay, so this provider ID normally it is unique, but to differentiate what we are doing, H1 provider ID and H1 we are concatenating H1 with provider ID, H2 with provider ID. So whenever data source, we have data source column, right? If data source equal to hospital A, we are concatenating. So to this provider ID, we're adding prefix like H1. So if it is data source is hospital B, what we are doing to this provider ID, we are adding H2. That's it. So it will be foreign key. So it will be foreign key in dimension, this one fact table, but it will be primary key in provider table. Okay, so we have provider dimension provider table, right? So here it will be primary key, but in fact table it will be foreign key like this. So all the columns we will be adding. So from where we will be adding? Source will be this silver dot transaction. So which records we are going to select? So we will be selecting which rows we will be selecting. The is quarantine flag should be false, means we will be sending the only meaningful data. We will not send all the data. If some foreign keys or primary keys or other values are missing, that data we will not sending it to the gold layer, because gold layer will be utilized by end users. So for them we should not provide this kind of data, right? Missing data or corrupted data or some, so that kind of data we should not provide to end users. Okay, so to clients or end users, we should not provide this. So wherever is quarantined is true, so is quarantined is true, that data we will not send. So is quarantined room is bad data. So wherever is quarantined false, that is good data. That data we will be sending. And T is dot is current is true. So what does it mean, Gopi? So you will be having many records, right? So Gopi's record, Gopi can work will be working from 2020 to 25 as data scientist. Okay, so 2025 to now as data analyst, like this he will be active. What is the current record? What is the current record? That record only we will be sending into Gold Layer. We don't require history and all, right? Historical records we will be not sending. Gopi, so where we are maintaining those historical records, so we will be maintaining in the, so we'll be having those historical records in the silver layer only. In the gold layer, we should have meaningful data and we should have latest data only. So no need to have the historical data. Okay, So that's what. So we will be having only current records and meaningful data. That is quarantine false. So what will be the source for gold transaction table? Silver transaction table will be this one. Okay. So that's what. So everywhere this one only. So this is fact table, right? Let me open this DIM provider.
Gopi sir,
Yes.
did we create any transaction table in Silver? We are using from Silver.
Yes.
Okay. In Silver, actually, we did not create any transaction table. No, sir.
What?
Silver నుంచి ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఐడి తీసుకున్నాం కదా సార్.
Oh
Silver
no.
dot transaction. Did
Correct.
we create transaction table, sir, in Silver?
Yeah, we have created. So in silver layer, you should have all the data. So transaction table is there. So you haven't run it. You haven't. I ran it, right? So I will be explaining this to other batch, right? So there I ran these tables.
Okay.
So I asked you to run those all the tables, right? Because I am not going to run all 9 files. I am not going to explain all 9. It will take 2 to 3 hours, guys, if I want to explain everything. So you run them. The concept is same. So first you need to read the data. You have to combine both hospital data. So then you will be adding this is quarantine, true flag, and 3 columns: inserted date, modified date. Whenever you are implementing SCD type 2, you'll be adding those 3 extra columns: is current, it will be same. SCD type 2 and all, everything is same. So you practice it. I mean, the code is with you. So just run those. Please,
Okay.
first you understand them and run them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so next department. So department dimension table. So what will be the source to it? So silver layer department table will be the source to it. So first create this table, gold dot dimension. So this will be dimension table, right? Because it will be descriptive. So it will be having descriptive information. So in this department ID, we know. So these are the 4 columns we have from the silver table. So these 4 columns only we have. So create those columns in that gold layer also. Okay, so here you insert into this table, select. Okay, so select which one we need to select: department ID, source department ID, name, and data source. From where? Here, silver dot departments. So this is quarantine should be false. So yeah, department table. So department and provider data is very small. We have implemented full load. So in full load, there is nothing like historical records and current records. So we will be loading everything, right? So there is no SCD type 2 in department and provider, if you see. So we have implemented incremental load for other tables, but not for department and provider. So department data is very small and provider data is very small. That's why we have only what? So this one, full load. So in full load, we don't have anything like is current or is old, right? So is current flag you will be having in incremental load only. That's why there is nothing like is current true or false. So that's it. So this will be, it will create dimension table in gold layer. Okay. So next provider, let's run this. Same thing, guys. You need to create dimensional provider. Source will be what? Silver provider. Okay. Let me run this. Once you create all of this, once you create silver layer and gold layer data, then what we can do? So we can write some queries. So we can, I will show you. If you have these tables now, we can see. So in last 90 days, what is the recovery? So what is the recovery rate of this low insurance? Okay. So if the time increases, what happens, guys? Whenever time increases, the percentage of recovery money will be decreasing. Why? So if they want to pay, if insurance company or patients wants to pay, they will pay immediately. So before discharge of the patients only, hospital has to collect the money from them. Once the patient is out, so there is no guarantee that he is going to pay or not. Okay, so he will be taking treatment from other hospitals also. There is a possibility. Okay, so if they want to pay, they will pay initially only. If we delay the process, if we delay follow up or something delays, then percentage of payment will be less, guys. Okay, so that curve also we can see. Okay, so please please create this everything ADF and Databricks part. Okay, then we can write gold layer queries. We can write. So on top of this gold layer, we can run some analytical queries. We can run. Transaction is completed. Provider is completed. Department is completed. Patients, NPI, ICD, CPT. So if I run ADF pipeline, so what it is doing, it is just copying the EMR data. So first it is archiving the EMR data and it is fetching the current fresh data of EMR data. So ICD data, API data, everything we have, where we have, so that data extraction part we have in the Databricks only. Okay, so bronze to silver layer transformation we have in the here only, so in the Databricks only, and silver to gold layer transformation also we have here only. So how can we make this as end-to-end pipeline? Thing is required, guys. Just what we need to do, if I run these notebooks, so it will be sending the data from silver layer to gold layer. So if I run these notebooks, it will be transforming the data from bronze layer to silver layer. Okay, so if I run this other, we have, right? So in bronze we have API extract claims data and CP. If I run these notebooks, it will be fetching the data from other layers to bronze layer. So I need to add these notebooks here. I need to add these notebooks exactly after this one. So first it will be extracting Azure SQL database tables to bronze layer in Parquet form. But we have other data also, right? So what is that data? So this data. So API data, claims data, and CPD codes. These notebooks we need to keep here. We can create one more pipeline. So we can create one more pipeline, and that pipeline we can keep here. That pipeline will be having these notebooks. Okay. So it will be a collection of these notebooks which are running in parallel. After that, we can have one more pipeline. So after that, we can have one more pipeline. That pipeline will be transforming all these notebooks we can parallelly run in that pipeline, and that pipeline we can have here. And after that we can have one more pipeline, that is a gold layer pipeline. So it will be having all these notebooks. Got it? We don't require parameters and all. I will show you, don't worry. So we can create it, so don't worry. You got my point, right? What we need to do. So what we need to do, so after this, we need to run these notebooks manually. So instead of running these notebooks manually, bronze layer notebooks we have to run manually, and silver layer notebooks we have to run after that. And at last we need to run gold layer this one. So what we will be doing? So first this is the first thing. Then running all other bronze layer, data to bronze layer here. Those notebooks we will be keeping here. After that, what we need to do? So bronze to silver, silver related notebooks we will keep here, and next silver to gold layer, that notebooks we will keep here. So it will be end-to-end pipeline now. So if you run this pipeline, so entire process will be in one pipeline.
Gopi, in this pipeline we have added that notebooks.
No, I told you I will add. We haven't added, right?
Okay.
That's what we need to do. So this is extraction of EMR data. Next, what we need to do, we have to extract API data. We have to extract that in CSV format. We have the data. So that data we need to convert into Parquet format, bronze layer. Those notebooks we will add here. So this everything is along with this and this this one. We will be having 4 notebooks, right? That will be. So extract into bronze layer, extraction of the data into bronze layer. So next, bronze to silver, those notebooks we will be adding here. And at last, so gold layer data, right? So silver to gold layer transformation, those notebooks we will add here.
Gopi,